This story takes place in a time when our world, the one we all lived in, has been completely destroyed, and the surviving people now live in massive robotic cities. These robotic cities are like enormous vehicles, moving cities. And here we see the largest moving city, named London City. Commander Thaddeus of London City orders his staff to capture a small city so they can seize its supplies and food. And we watch as this great London city pursues the small city. On the small moving city is a girl who has covered her face with a mask. This small engine was moving very slowly, which allowed London City to get closer and closer. Finally, London City opens its massive jaw and swallows this small engine whole. It's torn apart and thrown into a burning furnace, which is the power source for the entire London City, allowing it to travel anywhere. The people from the small city are also captured. London City doesn't want to kill them. It wants to put them to work. But the small city's people don't believe this. They think they'll be killed. Then Thaddeus arrives to reassure them that they'll be treated the same way as London City's own people. We meet a character named Tom, who has a passion for collecting old things and is well-versed in both history and technology. Here, Tom meets the daughter of Mr. Valentine. She wants to know from Tom how our world was destroyed. We used to live on the ground. How did all these changes happen? Tom explains that our world was destroyed by Medusa, a quantum weapon. Because of this quantum weapon, the entire world was annihilated in just 60 minutes. The surviving people abandoned their old way of life and built these massive engines, like London City, where we live now. But there are still some people living the old way, those who oppose these mortal engines. Tom is looking at some old items, the very same items that London City acquired from that small city. He's examining them when Thaddeus arrives and praises Tom for his work. Thaddeus asks Tom why he's doing research when he had trained to be a pilot. Tom explains that due to circumstances, he had to abandon his dream and take up this work, and now he's quite happy with what he does. Now we see that masked girl again. She's approaching Thaddeus with a knife, intending to kill him. Tom sees this. He tries to stop her but fails, and the masked girl stabs Thaddeus. As she stabs him, she says, "This is my mother's revenge." Hester Shaw. As soon as Thaddeus hears the name, he looks at the girl with concern. This girl's name is Hester Shaw. She tries to stab Thaddeus again, but Tom arrives in time to stop her. The girl shoves Tom aside and runs away. Tom chases her, and Thaddeus follows as well. As she runs, the girl slips and falls, but Tom reaches her just in time and catches her hand, saving her from falling. And the girl tells Tom that Thaddeus isn't what he seems. He's a cruel man. He murdered my mother. And saying this, she pulls her hand free and falls into a large pit where all the waste from the furnace is being expelled from the engine. The waste material from the furnace flows out through this pit, and the girl also exits through it. Thaddeus arrives moments later. A panicked Tom tells Thaddeus that the girl was saying all sorts of things, calling him a murderer, a killer. Hearing this, Thaddeus pushes Tom into the same pit, the same sloped waste chute, and Tom tumbles out of the engine and falls. Shortly after, Thaddeus's daughter arrives and asks her father about Tom. Thaddeus, acting, tells her that Tom and the girl who came from outside were fighting each other, and during the fight, both of them fell into the pit, which he deeply regrets. He was a good boy. Obviously, Thaddeus is lying, and at that moment, his daughter's attention is drawn to Tom's friend, who appears quite frightened. She suspects he knows something, that he saw something. In the next scene, Thaddeus sends a plane to confirm whether the girl and Tom are dead or alive. The plane searches, but finds nothing because they're hiding in the mountain peaks. Hester pulls out her knife and threatens Tom, saying, "If you hadn't stopped me, I would have killed Thaddeus." Hester starts to leave, but Tom stops her and asks for her help. He says, "I've spent my entire life in London City. I want to go back and expose him. I want to reveal his truth to everyone." Hearing this, Hester agrees. We see Thaddeus working on a secret energy project, using fusion cells as the energy source. This entire secret project is hidden from everyone. Even his senior officers don't know that Thaddeus is doing this, and the security is extremely tight. No one except Thaddeus can access this place. But Thaddeus has only one fear, that Hester might interfere with his project again. The doctor working with Thaddeus advises him. She says, "Go meet a prisoner in a jail in the middle of the sea. He's a monster, a beast, and he constantly speaks Hester Shaw's name. He wants to kill her." Lord Thaddeus immediately goes to meet this monster, whose eyes are an unusual color, whose green eyes radiate terror. Thaddeus attacks the jail, and in this attack, the monster is also freed, and it goes searching for Hester to kill her. Hester and Tom are eating very old bread because they have no other food, and after eating, they both fall asleep. Hester wakes up from the sound of a large mortal engine, and she sees Tom asking for help from an engine. But Tom didn't know that these cities are predatory. They hunt people and capture them. The hunter city attacks them, but at that moment, another city that looks like a centipede saves their lives. animals, but the people who rescue them take good care of them and even give them tea to drink. On the other hand, Lord Thaddeus's daughter feels that her father's life is in danger, so she goes to meet Tom's friend. This is the same friend who saw Tom and Hester falling into the pit. When Thaddeus's daughter asks him if he knows something and asks for his help, Tom's friend says, "What will you do by knowing?" She says, "My father's life is in danger." And the friend says, "If anyone's life is in danger, it's ours, not your father's, because your father pushed Tom and got rid of him from his path. Besides, your father is making a secret weapon that he'll use to attack those cities. The cities where people like us don't live on mortal engines, but instead live according to old ways. He wants to break down their walls with this weapon, because your father Thaddeus thinks those cities have lots of food, lots of weapons, lots of fuel. So with this weapon, we can defeat them." Hearing all this, Thaddeus's daughter becomes very upset. We see Hester and Tom again. They notice that the people who help them aren't taking them the right way, so they become suspicious. They open a secret door of the engine and think about jumping, but Hester's leg is injured, so she won't be able to jump. She tells him to jump, but Tom has come to care for Hester, so he doesn't jump either. He says, "We'll stay together." Now the people helping them take them to a place where living people are auctioned off. They're being sold. Hester Shaw's bid is underway, and a random person is about to buy her when Anna Fong, London City's most wanted criminal, arrives. Basically, Anna opposes London City and Thaddeus's policies, which is why she's most wanted. Anna Fong fires many bullets here, kills everyone, and saves Hester and Tom's lives. But at that moment, the green-eyed monster also arrives. But here we also see that Hester Shaw knows this monster very well, though it's not yet revealed how. And after much difficulty, Anna Fong saves both of them from the monster as well, and sits in her ship and moves forward. During the journey on her ship, Anna asks Hester how she knows that monster and why does it want to kill her. Hester tells her that this monster, whom I call Shrike, raised me. He took care of me. When Thaddeus killed my mother, I had no one, and I found this green monster. He raised me, he took care of me, he fed me. But I remained very sad, and seeing my sadness, the monster made me a promise that he would transform me into a monster like himself. So you won't have painful memories, you won't suffer, and you make me a promise that you'll become a monster like me, so you can live forever. She makes him this promise, but when she learned a few days ago that Thaddeus Valentine was alive and where he was, she fled from the monster with the intention of killing him. And this is why Hester had fled from the monster and broken her promise, because the promise was that she would become a monster like him, but she had run away. And because of this, the monster became angry and wants to kill Hester. We see London City again, traveling in a different direction than its predetermined course. When Thaddeus's senior officer discovers this, he comes to meet him in the church and says, "How can you do this without my permission?" Thaddeus's senior officer sees that Thaddeus is working on a very big secret project, and it's none other than the Medusa project. Because of this project, our world was destroyed many years ago, and now Thaddeus has built the weapon again. Before the senior officer can stop Thaddeus, Thaddeus shoots him. And all this is being watched by Thaddeus's daughter and Tom's friend. This means Thaddeus's daughter has discovered her father's truth. On the other side, Anna Fong reaches her airfield and lands her ship there and meets her colleagues and introduces Tom and Hester to them. They learn that London City is advancing toward them at great speed. It wants to attack them, and Anna Fong tells them that Thaddeus now has the Medusa system. There's only one way to stop it: crash the system. But they haven't found a solution yet. Hester Shaw, remembering her past, tells them. She says her mother was a very good friend of Thaddeus's. Both were professional scientists, but when her mother invented the machine that controls Medusa, Thaddeus became greedy and he killed her mother so he could obtain the machine and gain the power to control Medusa. Now the only solution is to find the crash drive that can crash the system. But no one knows where that drive is now. They're in all this trouble, and at that moment another problem arrives: the monster, and it completely destroys this airport. All the soldiers try to kill the monster, but it has no effect, and the monster captures Tom. It's about to kill Tom when Hester cries out, "Don't kill him, I love him." When the monster sees tears in her eyes, sees her sad, it releases Tom, because the monster never wanted Hester to be sad because of him, to cry because of him. And now we see this monster becoming damaged, being destroyed. And before dying, it gives Hester a locket. It tells her, "When you came to me, this locket was around your neck, and I kept it safe for you." It gives her the locket, and all these people get on their plane and leave the airport, and the monster dies there, and the entire airport is destroyed. They reach Shangua. That's the city where people live according to old ways. Now we see Thaddeus again, making an announcement to his people that we will tear down Shangua's wall. Basically, Shangua's wall was very strong, and no one had ever broken it before. But Thaddeus says that now we have the weapon with which any war can be won, and now we'll tear down the wall, and we'll take over Shangua as well. We'll get food, we'll get fuel, we'll get shelter, and much more. Everyone becomes very happy. Anna asks her senior officer, the governor, for permission. She says we should attack London City first because if we don't attack first, Thaddeus will destroy our city with the help of Medusa. And the governor gives permission. And after this, Shangua's air force and army become completely ready to attack. Hester is looking at her locket, the one her mother gave her. She looks at it and suddenly she opens it, and inside she sees the very crash drive that could help them crash Medusa. She tells Tom about this. On the other side, Thaddeus gets close to them and attacks them with Medusa. Because of this attack, their entire wall is damaged, and all the planes that were standing on top of the wall are also completely destroyed. And both of them tell Anna Fong about this crash drive as well. Now, all of them together attack London City. On the way, many of their soldiers are killed, many ships are destroyed, but eventually some people reach London City. Here, Anna and Thaddeus are fighting with each other, which distracts him. Seeing this, Hester goes to the church where Medusa was recharging again because it had to fire once more. And after much difficulty, Hester crashes the weapon, Medusa, by plugging in the USB that her mother gave her. This means the system is now shut down. On the other hand, in the fight, Anna Fong becomes severely wounded and she tells Hester to run away from here, but Anna Fong dies in the fight. Thaddeus leaves the church and meets his daughter. He tells her, "Let's go, let's get out of here." But his daughter knew his truth and she tells him, "I won't go with a murderer," and he leaves alone. It's revealed that Hester blocks Thaddeus's path because she wants revenge on him. But Thaddeus tells her a truth here. "Hester, you are my daughter. Your mother and I were very close." Hearing this, Hester is shocked. On the other side, Thaddeus's daughter goes to London City's control room because this mortal engine is advancing very quickly toward the wall where living people were. She wants to stop it, but all the control systems are damaged and she can't stop it. She takes Tom's help. Tom gets in his ship and destroys London City's power source, the furnace that was powering London City, allowing it to move forward. He destroys it completely. Tom sees that Thaddeus and Hester are still fighting, still battling. So Tom comes toward them and saves Thaddeus and takes him with him, and Hester falls down below. But when he sees that where she fell, London City is coming right toward her. He sees this and closes his eyes, and London City passes over her. And here Thaddeus also dies, and the city stops moving as well. This means it won't move forward anymore. The surviving people of London City ask for shelter from Shangua City, and the governor of Shangua City welcomes them. And on the other side, Tom and Hester embrace each other, and after that, they get on their ship and leave to tour around, travel a lot, enjoy themselves, and here the story of the movie ends.